Yo, what's goody? I am Wavy. Yo, first, I've been appreciating everybody, whether I agree or disagree with you, whoever's been tapping in with the comments, joining in on the conversation, whether we agree or disagree, or come to some sort of understanding down the road, or, whether we both just say, fuck it, I'm just happy for the conversation. Also, if you look at the ticker below, if you want to see more of what I babble on about, you could check me out on X or Twitter. It should be in one of them below. I believe it's my same name as on this. All right. Now I want to talk about this Cam Newton story. All right. He was holding his own 7-on-7 tournament for his league, and ended up getting into a big fight. Not really a fight. I think that they kind of just attacked him, and he was kind of trying to hold him at bay. Let me just back up real quick. I am a Cam Newton fan. I'm a huge Gator fan. I remember when he was at the Florida Gators, and this was the only time I've ever heard of him getting into trouble that I can recall. He stole a laptop and ended up getting kicked off the team, ended up getting kicked out of the University of Florida, or leaving the University of Florida, and then going to JUCO. He wins the national championship, transfers to Auburn, wins the national championship, and the rest is history, all right? This guy's played in the Super Bowl. He's set records. He's won NFL League MVP. The guy's a stud, all right? He's 6'6", probably 260, 265. Dude, I mean, I'm not 6'6", 260, you feel me? I'm about 6'1", maybe like 200 pounds on a good day, 195, 200 pounds. Like, so I'm just next to him, I look like a little ass kid. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, 7 dudes decided to attack this guy. Let's get to some of the footage. All right, and I'll get to more of it, but, this is him holding one guy. There's probably 2 guys over here. You got this guy coming in with the ill punch, yo. He cocked that shit back. Boom. And, I could respect Cam for showing restraint because, he's the big name on this, all right? He's the one, if he punches them and breaks their face, breaks a tooth, he's the one that's going to have a lawsuit in his mailbox. So I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to restrain them and stuff like that. But why does it always got to be the same culprits, man? Of course, he's in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He's holding this. This should be a time for these kids to show off their abilities, show off not only get a chance to display for, you never know who's in the stands. You know what I'm saying? But you're also getting a chance to get mentored by somebody that has played at the highest level of a sport that you're aspiring to play. You know what I'm saying? This is someone that, if they come in the room, you should shut the hell up. Yes, sir. No, sir. What can I do to get better? What should I be doing? What should my grades be looking like? All of that stuff. What should I be asking my coaches? How should I be studying film? Instead of you take times like that, and I'm not saying that they're not. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's happening at this man's camp. You know what I'm saying? And Shannon Sharpe brought up a great point. Peyton Manning and Eli Manning have been holding the camp for the past 20 years, and nothing like this happens. You know what I'm saying? But if I call it out and I say, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, why niggas bringing bullshit to the brother's stuff? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's not shit talking on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to it. I'm not saying that they're not smack talking on both sides. But come on, B. In front of the kids, like all of that stuff. And I wouldn't even put it past if it's all started with some little disrespectful ass little 14, 15, 16-year-old. Let's get to it. Now this cop right here is big, and Newton is still bigger than this guy. And this guy is in he's probably got on a bulletproof vest and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Dude's hat never even fell off his head. All right, yo. So then these are gonna be the people he got into it with. All right, this is top shelf performance training. All right.
Hey, John. Ooh. Hey, John.
Hey, man, I'm going to say it. They can't hide the film now. You know what I'm saying? That 3 times.
You know what I'm saying?
Top shelf haters training.
Y'all not throwing that, none throwing that Atlanta hero quarterback.
Just
cannot beat me.
Can't be for. Hey, John.
All right, man. Homie sound like a little bit of a hater. You know what I'm saying? But now people are saying online that this is him right here. Right here in the 14s. Right here. All right, they're saying that that's him. All right, with the backpack and the lock. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Dude, man, keep it about the kids. I don't know why we getting into all of this. All right, so now they're going to cover a little bit. So they're going to, this is after the fight, obviously. They went on the local radio station trying to, say what it was about and whatnot.
I just want to know, like, what transpired, like, what can make anyone, like, so angry, because I'm sitting here and I'm speaking to you guys, and there's so much that you guys are doing for the community, and you're pouring into these young men, and so it's just like, what can make something transpire like this?
And before he says that, both organizations, all the organizations that are taking time to mentor these young men, okay, you should be applauded, but let's make sure also that we're doing it the right way and that we not getting so emotionally invested. Like, at the end of the day, these are kids, man. Like, let them have their fun, teach them how to be men. But, you know what I mean?
First and foremost, like, what I want to do, I want to apologize to everybody that was out there and to the parents of not just our team, but everybody that was affected by it. That should have never happened. Like, we should have been able to sit down and talk. Like, there's no reason we should be yelling at each other while a game going on. Like, ain't none of that necessary. So Cam has an organization. It's not just one team. He has an organization. So it's just been a lot of trash talk, from, what I'm saying, hit more so his side, just out of nowhere, just talking.
That's what I'm saying, it's just trash talk. But, you know what I'm saying, it turns into a little squabble. And then what's the next step? Getting bangers and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the patterns of the community. You know what I'm saying? And some people would say that's why they get on and get out. You know what I'm saying? You can give back, but you don't gotta be boots on the ground to give back. And this is why. Think about it. Nipsey Hussle in his own hood, where he rapped and all that in his own place. And there's been many others. You try to go back and give back to your people, and then you get bullshit like this. And I'm not saying that they weren't wrong on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying both sides didn't play into this, but Cam Newton being the figure, all this is gonna come back on him, right? And then you know what the usual people gonna say. This is what we expected. Let them destroy themselves. But then somebody will be in the comments like, oh, well, it's because of racism. Come on, man.
Talking crazy to us for no reason. It's like, it's not nothing new. Like, I've been around bro for 5 years, so like, this typical Cam Newton behavior.
But Steph, you was right there.
Yeah, so
he was listening to the whole thing, so you heard.
All right, let's keep it going. So Shannon Sharpe had a couple good points in what I think led up to it. It might have been some disrespect between a kid and Cam, and this is documented. All right, we've seen kids over the years disrespecting Cam Newton. It's for what? Because the media does tear him down and stuff like that. And should he be playing in the NFL right now? I think he should. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's better than some people playing out there. Do I think that the NFL kind of beat him up in his prime, along with others like RG3, scrambling quarterbacks that have just been, their prime has been cut down because they've taken more hits. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get to it. I think it was disrespect that kids were given to Cam, and somehow it got physical. But let's check out what Shannon Sharpe got to say.
Mm-hmm. But if they don't respect a stranger, they damn sure they respect their parents at home. Yeah. Because I know if that had been me and a professional athlete, present or retired, showed up, yes, sir, no, sir. Hey, how did I do, coach? What can I do better? How can I get better? That's my thought process, Ocho. When did it become cool? I don't know when, because I missed that generation to be disrespectful. Right. I don't care if somebody only a couple of years old. It was always yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. We were never allowed to be disrespectful under no circumstance. Mm-hmm. Now these kids, they don't care, and the parents don't hold them accountable. The parents think it's cute too. But little do you know, my grandma used to tell me all the time, she'd say, boy, you can listen to me on the outside or you listen to somebody on the inside. But somebody going to tell you what to do sooner or later.
One or the other.
Yep. And that's what it's going to be. Now, like I said, I don't know exactly what transpired. I don't like the look of it because other people have camps out there. You know what I'm saying? Every year. You know what I'm saying? damn, I'm sure Colt McCoy got a damn camp somewhere in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. I'm trying to think of not active quarterbacks right now, man. But you know what I'm saying? But there are people out there holding all these camps. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Matt Leinart has a camp somewhere out there. I'm sure Tim Tebow has a camp somewhere out there. And you're not hearing about this going on. But Cam Newton, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the look of it for a brother, especially a brother that's done it the right way. You don't hear about Cam Newton with nothing. The most you hear about the brother is for his fashion sense. That's the most you heard about him since, he hasn't been playing in the NFL. All right, so this is going to be some of the disrespect over the years that Cam Newton's had to endure. All right, shout out to the people at The Fumble. This is the only place I can find the clip. Please don't copyright me.
You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You about to be pulled. I'm rigged. You about to be pulled. I'm rigged.
You see how these kids talking to this grown man who's probably made more than their grandparents and parents and maybe potentially them combined. I'm not saying. I'm just going off statistics. You know what I'm saying?
I'm rigged.
Me included. Shit, I ain't going to touch 100 M's. I don't know. Hopefully I do.
Free agent. I'm rigged. Free agent. I'm rigged. He's free agent. Where's your daddy at? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad.
Yeah. All right. So in closing, I hope that Cam's camp could get back to stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Where it's more a positive light that's shone on it than the BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that the crap had to happen. I'm sorry, of course, the same things, the same usual stuff that we expect, and it's sad that it's expected at this point. You know what I'm saying? That we expect that if there's a big black thing with a lot of black people, that there's a possibility for some bullshit. Like, I'm sorry that that's an expectation. If you don't want to admit that to yourself, that's fine. You don't have to. But if you stuck around this long in the video, as always, I'd appreciate it. If you hit the like, drop a comment. Let me know whatever you're thinking about it all. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you think this is a one-off chance and the media is going to shine the light on it because they want to make Cam Newton look bad. And I don't know, man. I'm trying to go on the other side. Or do you think, nah, Cam's been a pretty honorable guy. All right? He's done it the right way, like I said. He wants to give back to these kids in Atlanta that probably wouldn't have the opportunity. Maybe they're not on the best teams where they're getting scouts to the game. Maybe they just want to bring extra eyes to see them during the season, because this isn't even taking place during football season. You know what I'm saying? This is off season. He's taking his time. He's doing this. He's giving these kids a platform. You know what I'm saying? He has the experience. He's played on the biggest stage. He's played in a Super Bowl, so on the biggest stage in the biggest game. You know what I'm saying? He's been an NFL MVP. You know what I'm saying? And pause, I ain't trying to sound like I'm glazing on that. I'm just saying the guy has done it the right way. These kids should be thankful. How many professional athletes are they going to meet on this level? Look them in their face, shake their hands. You know what I'm saying? Not many. Cam Newton may be the only one for some of these kids. So I'm interested to know whatever y'all think. And let me just get to my final clip.
You grew up with both parents?
I did.
That's the problem. Let's run it again. My name is Ruben Rubenstein. I'm from Forest Hill, Queens. And I'm a volunteer basketball coach. Let's go, drive. Oh, no, guys, not going to make it out of the hood with that jump shot. Do it for your baby mama. What, you don't love her? This counts as my community service. Courts let me off easy. I love coaching these kids. We're like family.
Hey, Coach.
Ah! I don't have any money. Oh, Omar. A lot of these kids are involved with criminals.
My father's a federal district attorney.
From impoverished areas in Brooklyn.
My family bought their house in Dumbo for $5 million.
Tough. I don't bring any valuables with me when I come out here to coach. One of these kids told me he was studying to be a drug dealer.
I'm studying to be a clinical pharmaceutical scientist.
How many baby mamas you got?
None, Coach.
You want to go to college?
Yes.
You got to have at least 2. They'll inspire you. Jump higher, run fast. I want to inspire these kids to be something so that they know there's more out there, because it's not a lot.
I think I could borrow a couple dollars to get on the train.
Yeah, I brought my Tesla. I can give you a ride. Tesla can't be carjacking people out here.
Come on, Coach.
They don't got much going for them. They live horrible, horrible lives. Did you grow up a
I think that them same kids in Atlanta, what's sad is that they would give more respect
parents?
I did.
to this guy, Ruben Rubenstein, than they giving to Cam Newton. And I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying there aren't great kids and great coaches and great parents of the organizations. and various organizations around the country, but some of them is going a little bit too OD. This shit was OD, and yeah, they'd probably give this guy a little bit more respect, you know. But y'all be easy and stay wavy.